I was scrolling through Twitter recently, as you do. Most of my followers are bookish people. So when I spotted a conversation cropping up about this new must-read book, my ears pricked up and I took a bit of notice. In the book blogging world, if some of your most respected bloggers and indeed authors are causing a stir, then there must be a valid reason. Anyway, as soon as I spotted the cover and read the blurb, I could see why folks were getting a little excited. Luckily for me, one of the publicist managers very generously sent me a copy of The Silent Patient to read and review, honestly. The entire concept of how or why a young woman would immediately clam up and not utter a word totally fascinated me, possibly due to the fact that I would find it an extremely difficult thing to do personally. So that led me to believe something major must have occurred to strike her mute. The stark chilliness of the cover crept under my skin and I knew I was going to be in for an exhilarating ride of emotions. Meet Alicia, a gorgeous, successful woman, happily married, brilliant career, she has it all, so why would she want to lose all of that? What did hubby Gabriel do that? Not content with one shot being fired, Gabriel was shot 5 times. The perfect artist and photographer relationship, which should have been idyllic, was smashed to smithereens. Alicia was removed from the crime scene and banged up in a psychiatric unit. I loved the idea of this setting, it added a deep sensation of uneasiness. From that day forward, Alicia never said a word. 6 years later, after hearing about the silent case, Theo took up the role of the new dashing psychotherapist. Despite personal flaws in his life, he considered himself the ideal person to delve into Alicia's mind and make her speak again. He is aided by her diary. She always kept a journal, so that becomes the basis of the narrative along with Theo's thoughts and actions. He becomes incredibly invested in Alicia's case, and won't accept the story that has been told all those years. I absolutely stormed through this book. It's one of those, where the expectation and desperation become so intense, life outside dwindles to nothing until you have turned the final page. Yes, there is hype about the book. Yes, there is a splendid ending. Did it live up to my high expectations? You can bet it did. As far as I am aware, this is a debutante author. To be able to produce a book with so much substance, that it is going to be a huge hit when it is released, is a phenomenal achievement and I can't wait to see what's next. Thanks to the author, publisher and NetGalley, I can honestly say this is a Alicia Berenson shoots her husband one evening. 5 shots. A swift and brutal conclusion to his life. They were a loving couple. Caring, attentive, happy. Gabriel, a brilliant, sought-after fashion photographer, doted on her. Alicia, a successful yet troubled artist, adored him. Or so it seemed before she took his gun, and killed him. The murder wasn't expected or premeditated. It was sudden, over within seconds. In the aftermath, family and friends only confirmed the obvious. They were the dream couple. No one noticed any signs preluding the tragedy. No one ever saw a subtext to Alicia's behavior, a savage intent simmering inside her bright facade. Click link in description for more reviews.